We're back in my hallway. In part one, we tackled the outside of my laundry room by repurposing the bifold doors that were here. And in this video, we're gonna give the inside some much needed organization. Thank you to Dremel for sponsoring this video. So here is the inside of our laundry room with all of our stuff. We currently just have our toilet paper, laundry detergents, dryer sheets, dusting pads just sitting on top of the washer dryer. And you can see there's something else back there, and that's one of the issues, is that things fall off the back and off the sides quite frequently. This little guy is from IKEA. It's been great. I'm gonna leave that. There might be a chance that I give the walls a refresh if I decide to pull out the washer dryer, but today we're focusing on building a shelf and organizing everything that lives on top. First things first, we're just gonna take everything out because I got new containers for all of the stuff to go in. And in order for me to know how big I need my shelf to be, I need the stuff in those containers. Kind of, sort of, you'll see. Don't try this at home, kids. Okay, I think we're good. And we'll leave that for now. Oh, and we need to fix this light. Something's wrong with it. So while I'm up there, we'll have to try that out. All right, so I got a few new organizational things for on top of the washer dryer that will go on top of the shelf. The first one is this toilet paper holder. I just wanted something that looked nicer, okay? And it has like a little side thing to see when you're running low. I hope I like this. I don't know. It was just me brainstorming. Then I wanted some things to put our detergents in. These, I think, ended up being too tall, so I have the shorter versions coming, but they are the same size. And I'll show you, once I get them filled and everything, I'll show you them more. But for now, I'm getting them out to know how much space we have sizing wise for the shelf. And the last thing I got is stackable shelves, and everything's clear because I like to see what I have. I don't know, that just is what works for us, for me. I got these stackable shelves that are pull-out drawers to hold our dryer sheets and our Swiffer pads. Swiffer, there's two. And they stacked on top of each other, which is perfect because the use of more vertical space, the better. And then when I need a dryer sheet, I can just open it, pop one out. Actually, I'll just put those in here. I think I'll keep these. So I'll pop those in here now. How do I do this? Do they fit this way? Oh, they do. 2 rows. Perfect. Those things are expensive, so make sure you got them all in there. And then we can put these in there. These I don't use as often. I mostly use these heavy duty dry sweeping cloths when I'm doing drywall to dust the walls. You also should actually dust your walls too, at least once a year, because they do get very dusty. I think that's something people forget about. I'm not gonna open these. I'm just gonna keep these in the packet. I'm gonna do it. Squish, squish. I don't use these often, so I'm not worried about being able to get in here. Perfect. But now this, oh, I hope I like this. Oh, and it also has a lid that's attached because as you can see, it was very narrow to get things down, and I felt like a lid that wasn't attached was gonna follow me every time I went to get a new roll of toilet paper. Nice. Oh, unfold the basket. Bamboo rods are pre-installed. Embed the bamboo rods and fix it under the frame. Then you attach. Oh my God, please don't break this. Oh. Here we go. Bed under frame, attach Velcro. Love it. Perfect. Bed under frame, attach Velcro. Is that it? Boom. I don't know what this is for. Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna have to squish some. Nice. Hey, I love that. You can see it on the side. We're full up here, so that's great. Okay, I'm gonna take you in here with me so I can measure. Oh, it's very spacious in here, I have to say. Can I set you up? Perfect. It's quite dark in here because my light, it like gets caught and doesn't really work. So I brought this light to help us out here. Whoa! Wowzers. Okay, we're gonna point that towards the corner. Wow, it needs a dusting up in here. You guys gonna see the rest of the space? Welcome to my laundry room. Let me turn you around. We've got really nice decor in here. Ooh, oh, especially on that side. Okay, so I don't necessarily need this shelf to be as deep as the laundry, but based on the items I just showed you, or based on the items like the toilet paper holder I think is the deepest thing that I bought, so it needs to be at least as deep as that, right? I don't use this as often as I should because since we are in an old place, and maybe it's the same for new builds too, I don't know, but the walls are never even or plumb or straight or whatever you want to call it. So for example, let's do the very back. This is 2 foot 11 and 7/16, 2 foot 11 and 3/8, and right in front of me, 2 foot 11 and 3/16. So I've got 7/16, 3/8, and 3/16. So usually what I do is just take the smallest of those numbers, which would be 3/16, 2, 11, 3/16. Because what I'm gonna have to do is wedge this in here, and if I do the bigger one, it's gonna give me more issues. All right, let's go make a shelf. Today I'm going to be using my Dremel Blueprint portable saw station to cut all of my pieces, but instead of using the station, I'm only going to be using the compact saw. That's a cool part about this whole thing, is that you can use this not integrated with this. However, it is very nice to have the entire saw station because you slide your saw into this groove right here and it helps you get nice clean cuts. I will be using this later, but for now I'm just going to be using the compact saw to cut down this larger piece of wood, and then we'll get to the smaller pieces. Okay, so our measurement was 35 and 3/16, 35, 3/16. And using this as my straight edge, I'm gonna line it up. I didn't do that right. Okay, this is a super easy assembly. All I need to do is drill pilot holes in order to drill my screws in, and I'm drilling in from the bottom. These are never going to be seen because the washer dryer is going to be hiding it. I'm going to be using my Dremel multi-drill for this. This is not only a drill, but also a stud finder on the side, and then the bottom here has levels, but also laser level. You can see that on my arm there. So everything you need in one tool. Good morning. We are going to wrap up this laundry room makeover today. I had Cole help me get out the washer dryer this morning before he left, and I promised him that I wouldn't do anything crazy by myself with this washer dryer. But it's going to be kind of a challenge maneuvering it around in order to be able to get in and out of the laundry room. But come in here with me. Maybe. Almost. Okay. So I did show you kind of inside here today. It's very small. It's probably like I'm gonna guess a 4 by 4 by 10 or by 9, 4 by 4 by 9. There are lots of cobwebs. It needs a good dusting. And then my plan today, here in a little bit, is to give it just a fresh coat of paint real quick. Shouldn't take too long. And then we'll hook everything back up, push the washer dryer back in this space, and then put the shelf on top. Screw that into the wall. Now, one thing, this light, I talked to you about yesterday that it doesn't work. It actually does work, but you have to pull the chain. The chain like gets caught. I don't know how. We were looking at it yesterday, Cole and I, and I'm just ready to get rid of this chain, guys. Honestly, I do have something coming today that should help me to get rid of this chain. Okay, I have all of this leftover paint. It's not leftover, but paint. Some of it's leftover, some of it's paint samples, and my plan is to just mix it all together because I don't want to waste materials and go buy more materials. So I think by doing this, I'll have enough for this shelf and the walls. What I'll do for the walls is do the 2 side walls first. The walls that are gonna be seen the most first. And then if I have extra, we'll do the ceiling and behind the washer dryer, because I mean, you know, like nobody ever sees that. So I'm not super worried about it. If I were painting this a specific color with a design or something, I would definitely be worried about it, but it just needs a fresh little coat of paint for now. And then some other time we feel up for it, we can paint it again. I think we're gonna have plenty though. Oh, this one is old. Ugh. Plenty. More than plenty. It's like soup. Okay, I ran out of paint as expected, but I did get most of the parts painted that I wanted to get painted. So I'm going to push this back and call it a day on the paint. I'm gonna plug this in, put this in its compartment. How does this plug? Very scary plug. Put this back up. Oh, need a screwdriver. Oh. Not centered. Straight back, baby. Straight back. Woo! That was hard, but worth it. So worth it. Seems like a lot of work for that paint job, but even just seeing this sliver of wall right here that looks so much better when you open the doors. This was all scratched up before, and same on this wall. It already looks so much better. Don't look up there though. It's not all painted. Okay, I'm still waiting on a couple of things from Amazon, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this shelf installed. So now I need to find the studs, and I'm going to use the stud finder that's on the multi-drill. Press it up to let it calibrate, and then it'll tell you when to scan. Okay, I got the adapter and I'm gonna try to follow instructions. It says, screw the lamp head to the lamp holder. Remove the isolation tab in the battery compartment of the transmitter. Okay, removed. Screw this in. Press on/off button. On, off, on. Yay!